And let's celebrate today. Let me see if I can do it with a little more style. There we go. How's this? Let's celebrate. We finished the 30-day gratitude challenge. I'm very grateful for those of you who participated in this challenge and went along for the journey. I wonder, how are we doing? What is a valuable lesson you learned from this challenge? What is an aspect of your life that you forgot how grateful you can be about? Or what is your most valuable takeaway from it? Please let us know in the comments. We want to see how this has been helpful, if it has been helpful to others. Personally, I learned a couple of valuable lessons. One is I am definitely an overthinker. I pre-plan things. I try to strategize ways to make my life easier, and then ultimately complicate it more instead. So I'm beginning to realize how valuable it is to be spontaneous. And yes, we can edit things, but the truth is, the message doesn't change. And it is very simple. There's something greater than we are. I call in God, and the love that He has for each one of us. It's going to shine in our lives if we let it. So having a grateful heart, or trying to have a grateful heart this last 30 days, has given me the opportunity to embrace that awareness even more. And I also bumped into a beautiful quote from one of my favorite people in the whole world, someone I had the privilege to meet in person, even though at the moment I completely froze. I'm talking about an amazing person named Karol Wojtyła. And I'm sorry, my Polish friends, if I didn't pronounce it correctly, but most of us know him as John Paul II, a great pope, a wonderful man, an incredible soul, inspiration for many. He said, look at the past with gratitude, live the present with enthusiasm, and look forward for the future with confidence. This is my biggest takeaway. Trying to find things to be grateful for 30 days, I realized it's not as difficult. We can be grateful for little things or people or situations, and sometimes they're right there in front of us or in our hearts and the memories. So looking at the past does help with the magnifying glass of being thankful. And let's go to the present. I know in many languages, that a few that I know at least, the gift and present are a very similar word, interchangeable sometimes. So if we look at our present time, the present for us as a gift, I don't think it's quite a coincidence that there is that similarity in the words. So if we look at the present truly as a gift, how can we not receive it, at least with a smile on our face, right? And give that impression to our own brain, our own body, that something positive is related to this. Life is indeed a gift. And that in itself is something to be very grateful for. But also let's look forward to what this present moment is going to develop into. What is next? We're not in control of what is next. We're in control of how we react to what happens. But let's think about the future as an amazing opportunity for God's love to shine and to pay attention to the gleams of the light that He shares with us. So my message for you on this celebration day is to embrace that joy that gratitude brings. And even if we do face a future that might not be all beautiful and positive, there is the opportunity for us to seek those glimpses of light, those sun rays of God's love, and latch onto those and be grateful for those. And let's look also, maybe in a Franciscan way, St. Francis of Assisi was very big on looking at joy in everything, even in suffering. So even if the future may not be stellar, There might be things we have to face we don't want to. There's going to be some sad news or something that we don't want to hear or face. But even in that, let's try to smile and focus on the word light. Let's lighten the burden of our heavy hearts and let's shine light on the beauty of our daily present moment, finding grace in every day, finding the strength in the awareness of God's love. And look at those pockets of memories. Look at the past with a thankful heart. Be joyful of this present moment and have the anticipation of something amazing going to happen, because it will. And for those of us who did this challenge right before the end of November, we also have a time here of the year that's going to have a lot of different religious denomination festivities, some secular festivities. So it's a time of joy. It's a time of being aware of the positive. So let's bring this gratitude attitude into the festivities and into welcoming a new phase in our life, a new year, a new chapter. And as always, my message is trying to convey the fact that life is a beautiful gift and we are beautiful souls. We have a light within that comes from God. And our call in our ministry, our mission, our purpose is to let it shine. And it doesn't matter your religious denomination or no denomination at all. You are aware, I hope, that you have a soul and how beautiful that soul is. So let's not focus on the negative. If you take moments to look within, you'll see the beauty within. And you will learn ways to love yourself as you are. And if there are parts of yourself you don't like, love them anyway and change them, transform it into something that you're proud of. We all have the ability to improve. Thank God we're not perfect. Otherwise, life would be quite boring. We would all be robotic movements into the universe. We have to let the soul shine through. And that's my second valuable lessons from these 30 days of gratitude, that I realize I have some things of myself that I don't like that I have to work on, but it is a privilege to be able to work toward our fullest potential. And so I encourage you to do that. Again, think about the beautiful quote. Look at the past with gratitude. Embrace the present with enthusiasm. And look forward to the future with confidence. Confidence in who you are and in the fact, statement that you are loved. There is somebody, something greater than we are, who loves us very much, each one of us. So this is my wish for you, that you will feel a grateful heart every day, that you will find something to be grateful for, what I would call a daily grace, a blessing, and focus on the positive things, on the light within. I'm writing a book about it. One of these days, I will tell you more. But I do wish for you to take care of yourself these remaining few weeks, months of this year, or this chapter of your life until you embrace the next one. Take care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. And remember to always breathe, smile, and take the time to do something soothing for yourself.